Hello, hello. Save some of this applause for the rest of the game. Hi, I'm zoton2, and this is I Am Jesus Christ Prologue specifically. I'm going to just get into it because there's an open cutscene. Usually we start timing on like when we gain control, but for the sake of this, I'm going to do it from just starting from the book. Hang on a second. 3, 2, 1. There we go. We're going. So, I Am Jesus Christ Prologue. We'll skip the big opening cutscene that explains basically Jesus' birth, and basically his life up until like he's 30, in which he gets visited by an angel, I'm pretty sure, who tells him that he's the son of God, and he needs to be baptized. So we need to find John the Baptist. That's basically the first chapter of the game. So how should I explain this? So basically, there's going to be a full game named I Am Jesus Christ, and they release a free prologue at, I think, the end of November last year. That is just like a demo, I guess. I don't know if this content is going to be in the main game as well or not. But, prologue, beginning, start. There's a few tutorials in this, just showing you what the game's going to be like. Yeah, this is why I was kind of just wanting to start it straight away, because there's, besides the opening cutscene that we skipped, there is also besides the rendered video, there's also this part, which is basically explains what I said. He gets woken up.
Your time has come at last, O beloved child of God Almighty.
So this game is a bit unoptimized. I don't know what we have in this computer. I think it's a 2017. Does it say on the top? Genuine question. No. Oh no, it does. It says GTX 1060, but it's crossed out, which is the one I have at home. This first chapter is a bit unoptimized because they render the whole town. This is like a small village all at the same time. So this one might be the worst. I've got everything on very low, although I am running at 1080p. So first strats in this level: open the door, speak to our mother Mary.
Yes, Jesus.
Select that. A lot of the dialogue options in this game have like a ... that you can accidentally select, and they say nothing, and I don't know why it exists. So the first thing we're going to do is they tell us to go to the nearby marketplace and talk to people to try and... Apparently someone knows where someone who also knows where John the Baptist is there, and you talk and find where that person actually is. But luckily you can just go straight to them. So I better explain the movement tech. For some reason mashing B jolts you forward, so this is like normal running speed. And now you can kind of see it jolt you forward. It seems to be dependent on direction, because that is really fast. And I have no clue as to why. I'd love to investigate at some point, or if it happens in the full game is apparently due out the second quarter of this year. So this is John Follower. His name is John Follower. I get what it means. It means he's a follower of John. Anyway, luckily it warps us back. We tell our mum that we know where he is, and we're going to do a journey tomorrow, but we need to rest first. The loads in this game are pretty lengthy. I'm not sure how this computer is. We'll see. Are you applauding at the loads? I did a run of this at the last UKSG, by the way, and I played in 720p, so these loading screens have like facts on them, and we couldn't see them, so they were cropped. So you're actually getting more content. You can read the facts. Some of these ones are just copied directly from Wikipedia because they still have the citation marks on them. I don't know if we'll ever see them. Another important thing to note about me doing this run is on the leaderboard. I'm stuck behind here. Actually, I'll say what I'm going to do here first. I'm going to go search for John the Baptist. Cool. Okay, now I can talk. On the leaderboard, at least at the moment, we tend to run... Oh, actually, here's a trick. I need to get over this wall, so here's a set of stairs. I say stairs? Ladder, there we go. Nicely, conveniently placed. You can do that a lot faster than that, but the frame rate on this PC isn't too bad. Obviously, like all good first-person shooters... I say shooters. I don't think there's any shooting in this, but you'll see there is combat. If I look down, you'll probably get a better frame rate. Yeah. So yeah, on the leaderboard, we have this I want to explain something, and then I get to another point. This doesn't really matter. This is just the villager who tells us to be prepared for our thing, and then we go over here and it loads. Anyway, yeah, on the leaderboard, we tend to... Apparently, I think at the moment, if you play from a save you already made, there's a couple of tutorials you skip. But for the sake of the marathons I've been doing it in, I've been doing it from a fresh, so you can see all the tutorials. They're not that long, but and it does fit under the estimate before scheduling starts worrying. Okay, so this when I was practicing this earlier, I got to the end of that chapter, and it didn't unlock the second chapter, and I don't know why. But this time it has, so that's good. I had a backup save on hand.
Straight from here to reach.
So now we need to go find John the Baptist, but we are hungry and we need to eat, so I'm going to do this inventory management while I walk. That's pretty good. It's just you open the inventory and then you press a button to eat berries you've got. I will be picking a few more in a minute and doing the same thing, but we just need to walk for a bit to find John the Baptist. But yeah, on the leaderboard, it's mostly new game. It's like New Game Plus, I think. I guess I would call it, but not too many people run this game. Most of what I know was found by I don't remember what their name is. Is it Fog? I apologize for not remembering your name. But thank you for who found the mash B to go fast, because we do have a Discord for this. True story. Yeah, there's just some I guess relevant biblical Bible verses just littered around that you collect like that. So you'll hear someone saying them, but I just get them out of the screen. Not that it matters too much. I can see things pretty well. So I need to now pick some berries.
Don't collect any more than you are required to,
like that.
John told.
And then I just want to do this while I'm still walking, because you know optimal,
and
right?
what should we do? John replied, don't.
By the way, the Bible verse is still going on in the background.
Don't bring false charges against people. Be happy with your pay. The people were waiting. They were
if you want to read a message, I think now's a good time.
Absolutely, I have got some donations to read out. First, we have a $5 donation from Luke1825 saying, "It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a speedrunner to clip into the kingdom of God. But he sure can try."
Okay.
Time for another one?
I'll say something quickly. Yeah, this John the Baptist, he's going to baptize us. Yeah, continue.
Okay. Next up is a $20 donation from our very own Viper saying, "Here's to more great runs from ESA. Great job by everyone so far, and here's to the rest of the week."
So this bit, you have this like a vision, I guess, and it's meant to teach you how to, or it just tells you how to pray and gain spirit. I say teach you. This is not the mechanic that we usually use. But it tells you to hold left mouse button, but you don't need to. If you couldn't tell, I'm not holding left mouse button. There's a load of actions in this game where it tells you to do something, and it sounds complicated, but for some reason you don't need to do that. So yeah, John the Baptist baptized us, and then we get a short, unskippable rendered cutscene. I have notes for this. That is what I'm looking at. Actually, I remember most of this off the top of my head now.
You
But
are my son, whom I love. With you I am well pleased.
these cutscenes don't look too bad, to be honest. I mean, the game looks kind of bad because I've got it on very low, but I don't know if it looks that good on high. Anyway, this is very Sonic 06, by the way, so I've done that, and now we get another loading screen. We had a loading screen, so now we can have another loading screen, and then we're going to go to the chapter select, then we'll get another loading screen. So chapter 3, time for another loading screen. These loads on this computer aren't too bad, luckily. So yeah, the chapter 3 is basically Jesus is going on his 40-day fasting in the desert. We join him at day 37. This covers the next 3 days, and all these 3 days have like a tutorial. There's these God raid locations, which if you see these are basically tutorials. There's a few of these beyond here in in the game.
Blessed
But
are
yeah,
those who are
this
humble.
tutorial,
Oh, beloved
I need to wait
child
for a
of
bit,
God,
so the angel
you
is
must
teaching us how
prepare
to
for the
basically do
trial
combat
ahead. You will be
in this
tempted
game,
and
anyway.
fought by the fallen one, Satan.
Yeah, we're gonna meet Satan soon, don't worry.
Repel these blasts I throw at you.
So she teaches us how to repel first. Unfortunately, there's no really way of skipping this because she has to throw them at me. This is where things might get a bit loud, by the way. Like, these things are a bit loud. Luckily, in this case, I don't need to hit her. That's fine. Also, I'm confused. You see, I keep referring to this, like, blob of light as the angel. In the opening cutscene, I'm pretty sure there is a model. Like, that's why I say that. That's how I know. I don't know why in-game there isn't, but... So yeah, again, I'm mashing B. But yeah, here it's not too slow. Like, you can kind of see it jolts you forward quite a lot. Like, walking in the desert without that would be like this. But I don't really want to do. So yeah, I kind of like this level because it has day transition. If you've seen, like, it went from day 37 to day 38. The sky changes, the moon goes over, the lighting changes. Like, it definitely doesn't look too bad. So this tutorial I can do straight away. This one is teaching how to draw the enemy closer. So I just hold that, and there we go. Yeah, that's kind of loud.
You must draw the enemy closer.
So the tutorial
so they
keeps
are
going.
unable
The
to
tutorial,
dodge
like,
your
dialogue and
blasts.
stuff is going to keep going on in the background for a bit as well. So we go to day 39 next. So I'm going to look at the sky and you'll
Blessed are those who
get rid of
make
that.
peace.
I hope it does anyway.
will
Like,
be
I hope doing
children
that
of
skip
God.
doesn't, like... Yeah, there we
Blessed
go.
are
So, like,
those who
here it,
suffer
okay, here it didn't
doing
look as
what is
good.
right. The kingdom of heaven.
But yeah, now
belongs
day
to them.
39. Which is how to recharge.
In your battle,
We hold
you
R.
need to recharge.
We recharge our...
Pray and recharge.
I forget what it's actually
so you are
called,
able
and it'll
to
tell me in a
overcome
minute.
any trials that lie ahead of
And
you.
then I'll tell you. Holy Spirit energy, there we go. It's the bar at the bottom. The bar? The circle bar at the bottom right? Is that, would you call that a bar? I'm not sure. To the donation reader, I am intentionally holding off from saying anything because in a minute there'll be like unskippable cutscenes where you can do exactly. So I thought I would hold off for a minute. I do. This is basically where they're gonna start, I think. Because even though this is like a prayer location, oh yeah, okay. They make you do everything to show that you've learned stuff. So I forgot about that bit. I need to wait for it to stop talking.
In order
Yeah,
to
this bit,
repel
this,
of my
and this,
blasts.
these are very loud. I hope you didn't want your ears. Oh, I missed that one. Did I maybe not have enough charge? Here, I don't think it matters if I hit the angel or not, but the fight coming up in a minute, it will matter, so... I'm kind of getting that practice in. That should be it, yep. And that's that level done. I think, actually, no, I think the chapter continues with the boss fight. Yeah, but still, I'm going to say level because, yeah, that's the end of the bit where you see the desert. So now we're going to the bit where Satan tries to tempt us to... I'm going to say the other side. I don't know how accurate that is, but yeah, just to commit sin, I guess is the best way of describing it. Satan is visualized as this ball of I was going to say fire, but I don't think that's fire. Just an orb. So yeah, if donation reader, you got anything?
Absolutely. I have
You do
a
know
$10
you don't have to
donation
go through
from
all
Lord
these
Mouse
trials,
93
right?
saying, "Are the loading screens canon?"
93.
Or desire.
I know why that happens, by the way.
Come on. Why are you
And
hurting
another
yourself
$25
for 40
donation
days?
from username Niels
If you are
saying,
the son of
"Don't
God,
forget to purchase some
command
Phoenix
this
down."
stone to become bread.
Do we have some more time?
Yeah, sure, keep going.
Okay, then I would like to tell you that we have just opened up some more incentives and bid wars for later during this week, among which some Horizon Forbidden West outfit color choice, for Pokemon Pinball Ruby vs Sapphire, for Pokemon Scarlet Violet the Flamingo name and the Fuecoco name, And for Alien Isolation, the Ripley cosplay. So if you want to see any of those, make sure to get your donations in.
Yeah, when I said there was a lot of cutscene, there was a lot of cutscene, and this is not the last cutscene.
I can keep going if you want me to.
I'll say wait, because there's another cutscene after this.
Perfect.
And there's a boss fight in a minute, so we'll just do the boss fight. So yeah, he's still tempting us. But this is like one of these rendered cutscenes that actually has subtitles for some reason. Not many of them do, but this one does, which is useful because I can read it while I'm kind of waiting around.
Or are you too afraid to do that?
I'm guessing like Jesus is like Gordon Freeman. He's a mute because I don't think there's anything during this entire game.
You want to save all those humans.
Like he is just silent.
And believe me that at the end they will betray you and kill you. This is your last chance to join me, and we can be the most powerful kings in this world.
I don't know why he looks back. Oh, well, I guess he kind of turns around, I guess, to leave. But yeah, we have to do this the hard way, which involves fighting. So, you know that tutorial we just did is basically just that again. Except you actually need to have your shots land. It is weird, though. Like, the hitbox is kind of big, I feel. So yeah, there's this thing that looks like lava. Okay, it gets a bit loud here, by the way, so cover your ears. You can walk around on this lava, it doesn't damage you or anything. But yeah, you have to pull him in and repel the blast at the same time, but sometimes I feel like he just moves anyway. So that did a hit. But clearly he wasn't in line of sight completely. Luckily, if you die here, there's no way of healing, but if you die, the game is just like, try again, and then you just do the boss fight again, so... If I did die, it would be fine. I feel like he's really far away at this point. That's actually kind of difficult, but like, doing this doesn't do anything, like, it doesn't really seem to bring him in. Maybe it's just all placebo. Is that gonna hit? That did hit, nice. I think that was random though, like... Oh, how did that not deflect? That did? Okay. Doing it this close is really annoying because, yeah, you have to... There we go. There's one more hit. Hopefully this is it. Yep, cool. There we go. Nice. I would say we've defeated Satan, but we haven't. That's just like an opening boss fight. I guess later in the game, of the full game, there would be something else. Yeah, here's some more subtitles on cutscenes, and a cutscene actually, but these ones are styled differently. So yeah, this cutscene and the one we're about to see afterwards are just like Satan talking about how he's gonna try and turn everyone in the world evil and infect people, basically. Or to say, that's a nice laugh. Actually, to phrase it how he does, he says, "Put my diseases inside them." I was being completely accurate. Yeah, donation read if you've got anything. Now's a good time.
Definitely. We have a $5 donation from an anonymous donator saying, "What is your name?" Jesus asked. "Our name is Red Splits, for we are many." And he begged Jesus again and again not to make them gold. Time for some more?
Yeah, there's this cutscene now.
Then I would like to bring to your attention that we still have an incentive going for our Sonic Frontiers run that will be ran later today. The True Ending incentive. We currently have $381.20 out of the 2,000, which means we still have around 1,600, a bit more than 1,600 to go. So if you would like to see the True Ending for Sonic Frontiers, make sure to get your donations in before tonight, because we're cutting it very close here, people.
I will enter their bodies and put my diseases inside.
I do like the way he says that.
I will boil their minds.
Brain, by the way, that... I don't think that's a very realistic depiction of a brain.
And then
also, I'm pretty sure the HUD was on that on that video. I've never noticed that before. But yeah, it's clearly just to fly around at the level. But.
With my darkness and sins in such a way.
Luckily, once we're done with this, there's not any other unskippable cutscenes that I remember, and if there is, they're very short. This is the only like downtime, that big downtime that we have.
Can't stop me.
I don't know what you're laughing at, but I can hear the TV next to me, but I don't know if it's that. Anyway, chapter 4. There are 6 chapters, so kind of halfway through the game, but not really. It's kind of further at this point because obviously that chapter and the cutscenes are pretty long. So the last 3 chapters are Jesus performing miracles. Oh, hang on.
Now that you have defeated Satan, he has spread his sins and dark energy
Can you hear that? Can you not hear the text-to-speech voice? Hopefully the stream can. This is one of the tutorials that would usually be skipped if I used a pre-existing save file. It teaches you how to cleanse dark areas and reclaim them as your own. So you go over and just press left mouse button like this. Did I not get this one? There we go. Actually, I think I should be moving at the moment, because what happens, you do this, and then once it's done, you press Z to claim the territory as your own. I don't know if, yeah, that is actually how it phrases it on the screen. And then I need to go to this prayer location. Oh, they want me to view the map. There's this whole map system that isn't used in the prologue that I assume will be used in the main game. Again, this is a tutorial that we don't see if we load from a save file. I don't think outside of this, in the prologue, this stuff is used, but there is a... Jesus can spawn blocks and use them on, you know, like these plates. Basically, there's physics puzzles. And levitate this, I guess, wooden plank. It's very gold, so I don't know if it's wooden, but... I'm not mashing B there too much, because I did earlier when I was practicing, and then I flew off the edge or something. Some physics happened. So yeah, we've learned how to interact, which isn't the thing we just did, I don't think. Like, you'll understand. There's like a weapon wheel in this. I don't think I'd call it a weapon wheel. There's the 2 things we get are like interaction and healing. But it is the same type of thing. You hold down shift, and you'll see in a minute. So yeah, this is where we start with the doing miracles. So we're going to help the fisherman fish.
I tell you, do not worry. Don't worry about your life and what you will eat or drink.
I'm just trying to move in the
worry about your
general
body
direction
and what you will wear.
And get stuck on trees.
Isn't there more to life than eating? Aren't there more important things for the body than clothes?
So
Look
let's
at
get
the
through all
birds
these
of the air.
objects
They don't
and talk to the fishermen.
their crops. They don't put away
And I'll teach you to
crops
be
in
fishers
storerooms.
of men.
But your Father, who is in
So this one
heaven,
tells you to like hold down the
Aren't
right
you
mouse.
worth
Okay, so here's
much
the
more
weapon
than
wheel,
they
by the way.
are?
So interaction.
Can you add even
To hold down like left mouse button, the right mouse button, 5 seconds. There's a load of things, but you don't need to. You just kind of hold down. I say that now, I can't do it, can I? There, it's like kind of hold. All I'm doing is holding down left mouse button and moving somewhat slowly. And if it gets stuck, I just kind of this is going a bit weirder than it usually was. Okay, try this again. Let's just get on top of this box. There we go. Apparently that was 3. Also, this press E is fake. It doesn't do anything. I'm guessing I'm just next to an NPC during this. Yeah, I am. Who I need to talk to in a second. And now I need to leave the area, so I actually need to walk over here. There we go. I'd say there's time for a donation.
Absolutely. We have just received a $6 donation from OCD Annan without a comment, but
Nice.
he did put that submission towards the Worms 2 All Missions naming incentive.
Okay, so this is now chapter 5. This is the chapter where we turn water to wine. You know that one. There is a cleansing bit at the beginning. I say cleansing. Is that the right word? Where we have to, claim the territory. This thing. Oh god, the frame rate. And yes, oh god, yes, I know what I did there. There's an invisible like wall here though, so I think I actually have to wait for these to disappear. I probably should have done the other side though. And we have like followers now or something. These guys hang around in this level. I think they are in the next level as well. Anyway, I need to claim this territory as my own. There we go. I don't know where the okay, it just faded out, I guess. I think because I walked away, maybe it faded out, but I did claim it. Okay, please. I hope that I'm praying that there's there we go. Okay, so yeah, next tutorial thing. This one is a little bit different. It teaches us how to throw these boxes at targets, which is kind of hard because you have to know how they arch and you have to kind of know where you're throwing them because obviously there's no reticule or anything. Oh. There we go. Now I think there's 5. No, this is the difficult one. This is the difficult one. Oh, I missed that one. I'm going to miss that one as well. Yeah, that was way too high. That was too low. This should be done. Yep. There we go. That unlocks healing, which we don't use in this chapter. We don't use it until the next one. The water to wine is another just interaction one, like the last level. What am I hearing behind me? I'm not going to repeat that, but... this one, the chapter, 5th chapter, the water to wine is the... So here's the followers, that's what I mean by that. This is another level where too much stuff loads in, really. This is another one where it tells you to talk to someone who will then take you to someone else, and maybe someone else. They walk very slowly as well, so luckily you can skip all this. Speak to the wine manager who tells you, we don't have wine, only these vases of water. And he's like, okay, move them up here, and I will take care of it, so we can enter... It says enter Holy Spirit mode, but it's still just interaction. Wait, why is there a square around that? I've never seen that. Anyway, yeah, we're in this mode. It tells you to hold left mouse button on all these, but you can just immediately click, and they'll do this. And I'll go back to this spot, because this is where we need to be next. You can really break the game here by just talking to him again, but for the sake of stability, I'm not going to, just in case. I did it UKSG, so it kind of works, but yeah, now it kind of turns us around. That might just put us back there anyway, I'm not sure, but walking there there's nothing else. So you tell him to taste the wall, he's like, wow, that's great. How do you do this? And Jesus is like, I told you, I took care of it. I think that's his exact words. So then you go to the groom, because I assume this is like a wedding, and tell him that this has happened. So yeah, he'll say, I have taken care of it, as you saw. So that one's done, nearly. Oh no, he needs to taste it as well. I took care of it, yeah, there you go. He says that a lot. So this should be chapter 6 now, which is, you just heal a young child. I forget who it is for specifically. They don't have a name. They just have a. I think it's a I forget. Well, we'll find. We'll see. This one opens with I'm guessing my 2 followers standing in front of me, who you have to talk to one of them, otherwise there's an invisible wall you can't get around. Like this, like I can't get to him.
Teacher.
Oh yeah, there is voice acting in this game. I just heard some of it, but like, but yeah, this guy, the royal official, wants me to basically has a poorly son, I think. So yeah, we'll go into this mode, which takes us to the child, and we are now inside the veins, I guess. And here is the giant virus that we are now going to heal. And similar to the other interactions, I can walk up and press left mouse button. There's 4 of these, and then there's like an overall just hold both mouse buttons to heal, and then this segment is over. Can I get this one? Can I get this one? There we go. I don't know if we need to return to the center now, but I have time, so I just do it. And then it wants you to hold both buttons, and then this happens. And we are done. Nearly done with the timer as well. So now we need to tell him to return to his son. And he will be healed.
Yes, Lord. Yeah.
And then we ask this guy, and he says, "Yep, he believes you because you healed his son." That is, I'm going to end the time here because that is basically the end. There's a cutscene I might as well let play.
While he was still on the way,
so just to clarify,
the news that his boy was living.
The person who I wouldn't remember the name of, who helped with some of the strats, is Bok, F-O-K, thank you for that. They do know about this run. I didn't ping them in the Discord. I didn't ping anyone in our Discord or anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're watching.
Then the father realized that this was the exact time at which Jesus had
said to him,
this is just
explaining what I
your
said.
son will live.
Oh. He got healed at exactly the same time that was said that he was going to, so I believe now. And that is the end of the prologue.
This was the second sign Jesus performed after coming from Judea to Galilee.
Sometimes the game crashes after this. I think it's something to do with the windowed mode, but we're not playing in windowed mode, so it's all cool. If you want to fit a last donation in before we
Yes, absolutely.
finish.
We have a $5 donation from John146 saying, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes underestimate except through me."
So yeah, no, it didn't crash. It likes to crash, I feel like, if it's in windowed mode, I'm not sure. So that is I Am Jesus Christ Prologue. I hope you enjoyed the interesting prologue demo to this full game that will come out at some point soon. Like I said, it said the second quarter of 2023, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. I haven't got much else to say, but thank you for watching this good game. Thanks people who donated. Donate to some of the incentives that are coming up. I don't have a specific one to shout out. I just know there's there's something later. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you later.
Thank you for that very interesting run, Zoton. We will go into a quick intermission to set up for our very next run, which will be Pooh and Tigger's Honey Safari. So do not go anywhere, we will be right back.